Okay, so today we are going to be learning about tie-dye, and we're going to do it a special way with analogous colors. So we got a couple examples here, which I'm going to be teaching. This is the spiral technique right here. Hold that up for you guys. And then this one right here is the crumple technique. Two very easy, very simple things to do. But before we get started, I'm going to go over a little bit, very brief history about tie-dye. So when people wanted to dye their clothes, obviously they had to create dyes. Tie-dye has been around for centuries. It's been Africa, Asia, India, all over. And a lot of what we see today with the hippie fashion was actually from Africa. It was inspired by the African indigo pits. So they use spirals, lines, stripes, all kinds of stuff with really rich green, blue, red colors. And then fast forward to the 1960s and 1970s with hippies, you have people who wanted to sell something that was cheaply made so they could follow their favorite bands. We wanted to be roadies and follow them to the ends of the earth. And now, fast forward even more, in 2020 with social distancing, people are starting to pick up tie-dye again. So this is why we're going to talk about it today. So, since we're going to be using analogous colors, can anyone tell me what that means? What those are? No. Okay. Yes?
Can I take a guess?
Yes.
Are they things from the same side of the color wheel?
Close. They're a pair of, not a pair, but three colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So to start off, our primary colors are red,
Yellow, and blue.
and our secondary colors are
Purple, green, and orange.
okay. So in between those colors, you have your intermediate colors. So you have red, orange, yellow, orange, blue, green, blue, violet, red, violet, and color is losing my brain. Blue, violet. There you go. So you have 6 intermediate colors. That will help us actually create our little triad, our analogous colors, which we have a pretty color wheel right here. So you can reference this color wheel to pick out your colors. And these on the shirts, I actually did this because I had red, red violet, and blue violet. And then this one had blue green, green, and yellow green. So with that, I would pick out one of your either a secondary or a primary color and then work from there. That'll just make it easier. And we're going to get these out of the way so we can start showing the technique. If you all need to get closer, you can. If you can't see. So we got a couple of techniques we're going to do. Like I said, the spiral and then the crumple. This is a gigantic pillowcase. Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Forgot the materials. So when you are at home doing this, you're going to need materials to do this definitely. You can buy kits at the store. They're relatively cheap. You can actually get kits at Walmart that are about a couple bucks. So you're going to need at least your primary dye colors. If you have your primary colors, you can make all the colors of the rainbow and the color wheel. You're going to need soda ash mix, which that is going to make your colors bright. They're going to make them come out long lasting. They can withstand washes. Some kind of cloth. So I have a pillowcase, a couple cut-up pillowcases to make masks. You can do t-shirts as long as it's white and 100% cotton. 100% cotton will hold on to those colors a lot better than other materials. We want to cover your little hands. You don't want purple hands. And then rubber bands. Rubber bands will help us hold our folds together very tightly. And if you have to mix colors, you want some kind of extra bottles, you can use a water bottle that's emptied out and washed out. Just poke a little hole on top of it, and that'll make a kind of like a squirt bottle for you. So, the first one I'm going to show you is the spiral. All you have to do with that is lay it out flat after you've soaked your material. Once you soak your material, you do not want to rinse it. You want that soda ash to stay in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the center. You can do off center if you want. I'm going to go with the center because I like symmetry. And I think it's going to stick the flat. There we go. And you're going to start twisting. And keep that twist super tight. As tight as you can. If you start using your other hand to kind of guide it through. And now we have a circle. Did you guys see it? Yeah, you can get closer in the video. So now I'm going to take 3 rubber bands here, and I'm going to rubber band my spiral.
How about everybody go ahead and grab a spot on the table?
Yeah.
Yep.
You need to get probably.
3 rubber bands.
As many as you want.
I'm doing 4.
Okay.
Because I'm a middle
If
school
you need,
kid and I would have
if you need more to hold it tight, go for it. Now, since I know I'm going to be using 3 colors, I am going to try to make this as even as possible. Kind of like a pie. Okay. Yep, start twisting. Yeah.
Yeah, lay it on the table. Go ahead and let it spin as you go.
And once you're done, you should have a little mini shirt or whatever cloth you have.
Is this right? I feel like I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
doing
doing
that.
great. Just kind of help guide your hand with it. And keep that tight.
And then at the end.
And where do you put the rubber bands then?
You're going to put the rubber bands.
You just go like that.
Yep. So as you spin it,
There you go.
Yeah.
then you want to go ahead and put your rubber bands.
Yeah. So that's
I
how you
always do like an X but 3, so you can do like
Okay.
6 colors.
Kinda like a
yep,
pizza pie.
lift it up. Go ahead and set it on there.
So like that?
Yeah, go ahead and go through the center
That?
with it. And
Yeah, so
divide
now
it
we
in
need
like
another
a
one going this
star.
way.
Just like that.
This way?
Excellent. Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to have it X? Is that
Yeah,
what you
you're
mean?
gonna want to.
Okay.
So put that on there. No, just go ahead and
Like
put this
that?
one straight.
All right.
Then do another one here.
Okay.
And another one here.
So use your other hand to kind of guide it.
So let's see how yours turns out.
There you go.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Huh?
When you put your other colors
If
on,
you want
it'll
to
kind of
do
give
the
you
rubber band,
dividers.
Okay.
So
the
you
3
get
rubber
like
bands
that
can help you guide your
cool-
colors a little better. So
Yeah.
see how I have like this star shape going?
Did you use 3 or 4? I only have 3 right now.
You need to share the rubber
that good?
band.
You really only need 3. Yeah, that looks perfect. Here, show it to me again.
It's so beautiful.
Look at this. That's absolutely perfect. And those dividers are going to make it easy when you pick your colors on.
Okay.
So,
I got, here we go.
How we doing over
I
here?
got
Good.
more,
Good.
I got something weird going on.
Alright. Looking good, guys.
What happens if I just put a rubber band right there? Because what I got is like a quarter and
If
then
you, yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that, all the only thing the rubber bands will do, if you want it to, is help guide where to put your colors.
okay.
Are you pulling it together?
Trying.
You need help?
I think I got it.
Okay.
I just did the shirt.
I just want colors. Hey, Mark, can you shoot me another rubber band or 2? Can I got the,
Guys are doing great.
thank you, darling. Shoot it.
now remember, you're doing analogous
Where you
colors.
go
So the
around
colors you
in
choose, you're going to want to be close to each other on the color wheel.
Yeah.
So that we don't have any contrast.
Right.
I know.
Yep.
You don't want to do anything that's on the opposite side of the color wheels, or else you're going to get brown. And brown's just not colorful. So, real quick, for the kids at home, if you want to do a crumple method, it's fairly simple as well. All you're going to do is exactly what it sounds like. Just take a spot and start crumpling it all together. You can keep it like this, or you can use the rubber bands to kind of hold your crumple. Now this is really small. This is going to be a mask.
See, that would have been a lot easier.
You guys just got too excited. It's okay. And there you go. And that's all that is. Okay. Okay. So are we ready for the next step?
Yes.
All right, so I have my pillowcase here. I am going to pick a couple colors. We got a blue. This should be a blue purple that I already have mixed. And you know what, we're going to do exactly what I did with the thing. So we have, it's red purple. I want you to go the other way. That one.
How about the blue-green?
Yeah, blue-green. So, blue-green. Yeah, that's blue-green. Okay, so these are a couple of colors I already had pre-mixed. We have blue, blue-violet, and blue-green. This is why you want to have gloves on, because they're going to splash, and you're going to dye your hands if you do not have gloves on. See, I already have it on my glove. So the thing is, with the rubber bands, we're going to use that as a kind of a guide, and we're going to start with holding it, and we're going to start from the center and then work our way up. And you want to use plenty of dye, get in the folds. The more dye you use, the less white is going to show. And that's all you got to do. And then you would, after that, you get in those folds like I said, flip it, and then do it again. And that's all we have to do here. That looks a little bit more green than blue-green. That's okay.
That looks a
We
lot
can add
easier
some
than I
blue
thought
to
would
it, and the colors will mix on the fabric. So we got blue here. And I'm going to do this again. This time I'm going to go over that rubber band. It's because we have 3, so 3 times 2 is 6. For you math people, that's all the math I can do. And we're going to go over it again on the other side. Get all that white. And I'm going to go over my green here just to kind of give it a little bit blue tint. And that's okay. Just kind of get an actual blue-green, because I don't think we had blue-green. That works. And we're going to go with this one here. I have tape on this because I didn't have a lid, so when you guys are using it, be careful. See if I can pull that tape off. Without splashing anybody. There we go. Alright, and we got some blue violets. This might come out pretty neat. So be creative with your colors. Like, don't worry about if it gets crazy. No 2 tie-dyes are alike. They're just like your fingerprints. So yours is going to be different from hers, and etc. And then after we get all of our dye, and I just made a mess. This is why you want plastic down. So if you give me a Ziploc, you can use a Ziploc, or you can use a plastic grocery bag. Those are really good. Alright, and we're going to just slide that in. And this is going to sit for at least 12 hours. Once those 12 hours is done, you're going to rinse this with cold water till you see about as little color in the shirt, water that comes off the shirt as possible. And then you can wash it with light colors. I wouldn't wash it with anything white because you might dye it. So, with that said, you can pick your colors. Oh, real quick, when you're mixing colors though, your colors might not be strong as other colors. So I have a bottle here that kind of helps me out with trying to get those colors going. So in orange, you actually don't want a whole lot of red compared to your yellow. You want a lot more yellow than red. With the green, you want a lot more yellow than your blue. Your red and your blue are your strongest colors, and yellow's kind of weak, so you have to help it out and give it more strength. And when you're doing your purple, it's about 1/4 blue and 3/4 red. And when you're trying to do your intermediate colors, all you have to do is take that secondary color and put more of the primary color in there. And you'll have that red-orange or that red-violet color. But have fun and be creative.
Is there enough to use?
Yeah. There's more. There's that
Go,
where we
go,
can
go ahead and
mix
grab
more colors.
whatever
if
colors
you
you
want.
guys want to use.
If I'm doing this, I want to do 2 blue.
Yeah,
and
then
2
pick.
pink and 2 whatever.
FYI, the lime green's your way out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If What happens if you leave it in longer than 12 hours before
It's
rinsing?
12 to 24 hours. It's
Oh.
not gonna hurt anything. I mean, if you leave it in there too long, the shirt might kind of get a little bit moldy smell type thing because it's wet and plastic. But as long as you can wash it, you're good.
So I don't think I'm gonna wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No. You have a whole day.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good color choice, Lindsay.
Ooh, that's a really pretty yellow. Miss Frietch is messy.
And that is something to keep in mind, you guys. Move your shirt as you do it on the table so you don't mix the colors on the other side of your shirt.
Mom, I got a purple. I like that yellow.
I know.
Julie, whenever
There's another
you're
yellow
done with
right
that,
there.
I'll take that blue down there too, so whenever.
Yeah.
I'm not quite done with mine, but.
Got
So what color did you choose?
I got pink, orange, and purple.
Very cool.
If I can.
Very
Oh,
cool.
careful.
Up, see, and that's why we have the
Yep.
gloves.
Did I do this right?
Yeah, you're doing good. Did you do the other side? Yep.
I kind of like having a little
Okay.
white in there, so.
Yeah.
Could I do it?
And like she said, you know, the more white it's gonna show.
Like this, but
And
there-
that's
there was
totally
a
good.
lighter
I like your color choices with the turquoise and the green.
And
I
she took the
really
pink.
like that. That looks good.
Yeah, I would just like stay away from the yellow.
Okay.
Because
a lot of blue.
Yep, that's okay, move to another spot so it doesn't,
That's
you
okay.
don't set your shirt in it.
Okay. You know what other
It's
color
dripping blue dye.
Just set it down then, so it doesn't
Yeah,
get,
you
doesn't
just
splash
set it
on
down
you.
right here or something like
Yeah,
that.
there's no, that's what the
Yeah.
plastic's here for.
Like, that's about as close as I want to go.
Oh, wow.
So which one should
Wow,
I do?
look at that.
I guess it should be blue. Is that blue?
Which one? Yeah, that's like that's a dark blue.
Or,
That's also a blue. There's two of the red, yellow, and blue
so
in
if
case
I
we need
use
it more.
that.
There's a turquoise over here if you're looking for it.
You have a purple and then a blue.
That was the
That'll
purple.
work.
And then that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Turquoise?
All right, we went some pink down this way.
This is red.
Red.
Oh, my bad. Do you need the cap too?
Yeah, let's keep the caps together.
Oh, I need to just switch it.
What do you need in there?
Yeah. Amber has it.
Okay.
I think the rest of the shirt might be giving the
You're
dye.
doing all
That's
kinds
fine.
of things, aren't you?
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
remember, because you're using analogous, they're gonna blend.
No,
both.
some of it came over, this just, I'm gonna do the same pattern,
Oh.
so.
That's great.
So
So
she
you're
did
gonna
something
repeat your
different.
pattern. Say that again, Lindsay?
I'm gonna repeat my
My
pattern.
problem is, I'm so
One of the
bad.
hardest things in music, and I would imagine in art, is being consistent and repeating things over and over again that look like they belong or like they're part of a set. I know, I have trouble with that.
So what's your plan now?
I'm going to then start with the yellow here, go with that turquoise there, and the green here.
Oh, great.
And then you said just to wash it.
Yeah, after.
So Amara, I see you've got lots of pink, so now you're going with the
Yes.
orange. That orange actually looks good mixed with the pink, doesn't it?
Right?
And then once you see, have you ever dyed your hair? Has anybody dyed their hair?
I'm an
Yeah.
expert.
Oh, I dye a lot of hair.
Oh yeah. I've dyed my hair.
So Amber, what's your
More.
plan?
So I'm kind of doing from red, or I'm gonna go from purple, orange to red, so it kind of looks like a sunset.
Oh, nice, nice warm color choices, although that purple. All right, Miss Carol, I see you are all purple.
I'm doing opposites.
Excellent. So
Opposites.
you're gonna have a pattern too.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I need a little bit more of that orange.
You should go for it. There's not a lot more anyway.
That's okay.
Where did? Oh, what was my other color?
Turquoise.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll paper towel so we don't have
Yeah.
that go over, because I'm afraid you're gonna stain your clothes.
Grab a piece of paper. Oh, she is.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
No, you're fine. That's what the ink is
Okay,
for.
so then, whenever you're done with that,
Hey, should I be
think of her name.
I like that, yeah.
Becky?
Yeah, whenever you're done with that, I'll take it. Yeah, whenever you're finished with it.
And it's.
Yeah,
It's okay.
that's okay. We just don't wanna get you,
Can I use the pink?
get your clothes done. So. This will stain your
So it
clothes.
looks like everybody's getting really close. Oh, wow. Look at Miss Trames. Miss Trames, show us yours. Excellent. Look at her
You're gonna applaud
choices.
me for helping to clean
So
up.
your analogous colors you chose were blue, violet, and magenta.
Yes.
We all know how Mrs. P loves magenta. All right, so they're all taking shape.
We say this is mostly
What does the
pink or
magenta look
purple.
like?